Welcome back, everyone. This is the video for Chapter 3. Now, this is a sample project that you will not be turning in. However, I felt I should show you what the majority of your homeworks in Chapter 3 will look like, so here's the recording. For more detailed instructions about how to do this project and the case projects you'll be assigned, please check out the Chapter 3 PowerPoint slides, which you can access in the Files area of Canvas. All right, so we're back to just one page. And on this particular project, we have two text boxes. The first one is this one, which is just a header. And then the second one does not have any text in it, but we will be able to display text in it. It'll be like an output box. Of course, we have a button and we have an image view. The two new widgets you will be using are first this one. It looks like a text box, but it's called a number text box. This is where the user will type in a number as input, and then in the Java code, we'll be able to extract the number the user typed in, convert it to an integer, and use it in a math formula to generate the cost of how many tickets you want to buy to this concert. The words number of tickets for this particular widget are in an attribute known as a hint. It's there to tell the user what to do. The other new widget you will have is this one, which I've highlighted. It's called a spinner widget. Now, a spinner is also a drop-down menu. You can find a spinner by going here to the palette, click on the containers category, and the very first selection in the containers category is a spinner. Now, this particular spinner will have three possible selections. How do you get the selections into the spinner? Well, we go to the strings.xml file. And as you can see, we have all of the translations for what goes into each widget. But right here, which I'm going to circle, is a different type of XML tag called a string array. And I'm associating it with the spinner that I created. And each one of these in the item tags are the three selections that will go into that spinner, aka drop-down menu, when we run the program. So there you have that. Now then, in the Java code, here's more new stuff. This time the Java code, we're declaring variables right at the beginning of the main activity class. I have a cost per ticket. As you can see, there's a variable for the number of tickets. There's one for the total cost. And here's a string variable for the group. The group choice is the name of the singing group that comes out of the drop-down menu. Okay, so here is our onCreate method. Super.onCreate set content view that comes with. Here we're creating two objects. This first one is for the TXT tickets. That is the number text box. The second one is for the spinner. Then, of course, we create a button object. And here is our onClick listener, and here is our onClick method. Although notice, within the onClick listener method, we've created an object for the text view for the result. So this text view object that I've circled is where the output is going to go. So within the onClick method, the first thing we do is we get the number of tickets requested from that text box. And the way we get that number from the text box into a variable is we say, here's tickets, the name of the object. We use the getText method, and we also use the toString method. Now, normally, anything you get out of a text view widget is going to be a string by default. Even if you type a number, the value is going to be considered a string unless you convert it to some other variable type, and that will be this right here. We use integer.parseInt. This is what will convert a string to an integer, so we can use it in math. Then we will calculate the total cost, the cost per ticket multiplied by the number of tickets. And then there's this line, which is how we're going to format our output. We create a decimal format object in Java to give us the proper format. What we're going to do is we're going to have a $sign in front, and here we have numbers, but notice then we have a dot and two more hashtag symbols. This means we're going to round the output to 2 decimal places. Then finally, these last 2 lines in the onClick method do the following. We are going to assign a value to the group choice variable, that's the string variable. So we're going to get the selected item from the spinner widget and use the toString method as well. And then finally, in the result text view, we're going to call the setText method, and here is the text string we're going to use to display the cost for whatever group we chose is, and here we're going to display the total cost using the format object that we created, the decimal format object. Let's run the program and see what happens. I'm going to pause this and bring you back when the app is running. And we have the app up and running. Here it is right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click inside where it says number of tickets, and then I'm going to type in a number off the keyboard. I'll just type a 5. And as you can see, my hint got replaced by the number 5. Right now in my spinner, it says life revealed. I will click the button, and it says 5 tickets cost $399.95. Now I'm going to change to the next group, spatial sense, same number of tickets, same cost. Finally, the last of the drop-down menu, zigzag, click the button, same number of tickets, same cost. The majority of the homework assignments out of Chapter 3 will be using a spinner, a numbered text box, and a format of some kind, a decimal format, to display data in the proper way. Once again, for detailed instructions as to how to do this project, which will help you on the case projects for homework, please look at the Chapter 3 PowerPoint slides in the Files area of Canvas. If you have any questions, please send me an email at kmuldrow@lbcc.edu.